Hey, traders. Welcome to episode 798 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. A sound check. Sounds like the space is louder than the music. Can't really tell, man. So just help me out there. But hey, Bitcoin's done nothing. Going on 48 hours now since that one bullish impulse candle, that engulfing candle with a divergence. You're above 6,800 still. Great. You would think that, maybe just based on breaking above critical support levels. I was thinking about this. What if we, this is a spring. This is technically what you would call a spring right here, where you fall below a critical ice line and then you blast back above it. Always a chance. You would think that we could come to back test 6,800 again if this thing's to run more. That is actually a possibility. So don't get too down in the dumps if that occurs, because that's like Wyckoffy and stuff, right? Where you spring and then you back test the spring, and that's confirming to the market that that is a valid support still, and then you would bounce off that and run to higher prices, though it may not ever happen, right? I mean, still thinking about that dragon, the bullish dragon pattern right now. Sorry, man. Last night was insane. If you didn't see the stream last night, you missed out on some hardcore parkour, man. It was crazy. So you're just thinking about with this potential pattern, where it seems like a well-formed pattern, right at its breakout point, if it's to actually play out, you think we could make a major retrace, and then dump to lower prices if the downtrend's to continue. But as you can see, even with adjustments made after this impulse, we've just been forming a very bullish, a large, momentously sized bullish pattern, that wedge, right? For now, down sloping price contraction is what it is, man. It is what it is. What a day. Many all-time highs across the stock market. U.S. Steel got obliterated cutting dividends, laying off a bunch of workers, which I think in time that's actually a good thing. Halliburton did the same thing last month, and look where they're at on their price, so it's a little lagging. But I think it's the dividend cut that was the biggest problem, down like almost 12% or something. Gap down, it's bad. But still, value areas in a position trade where you just stay in that for like months, many months. Across the crypto sphere, everything's kind of, when Bitcoin has days like this where it lacks volatility, altcoins are able to have some really, really good days in percentage gains, right? Like VeChain's up 8.6%, one of the, highest performers. Ethereum Classic up 9.21%. And then, mixed bag, almost 4% on Maker. Hold on. No, we're not doing that. I want y'all to know, I've got something. My weapon system got upgraded. It truly did. Can't wait to use it on somebody out there that wants to get shot at with lasers. Drink troll, stay away. Oh yeah, man. I'm at my weakest point right now, for sure. I don't know, man. Don't they say a cure for hangovers is just a beer? Or they call it hair of the dog. I think we learned that terminology when we were in Vegas. Yeah? Okay, so I guess we'll go to Ethereum and do maybe XRP and Litecoin, whatever. But this is the idea. It's still there. You would think with divergence like that, there would be follow-through price action to the upside, which we have not seen that yet. After this daily engulfing candle, nothing's happened. Log scale. What was the sound check stuff? People say just loud for me. Fine as usual. Okay. I got some everyone coffee, man. I'm drinking it right now. Second cup. Bitcoin seems weak. Kind of. Again, it's not about the initial action, right? The breaking of a support or resistance. It's not about the bullish engulfing. It's the follow-through price action after. So Ethereum right now is not moved, right? It's literally up 1 penny on the day. So for about 24 hours now, Nothing. But the good news is you're back above that 125 area. And as long as you stay above that, you're fine. But when you do fall below that, there is a good likelihood you would eventually see 100 bucks. I mean, there's just not really any major support until 100 bucks. Okay, so Ethereum status unchanged. Okay, divergence like Bitcoin on the MACD, but not the RSI, right? It's bearish convergence meant. Litecoin Connect, right? Same thing, same story. It's even prettier, even more well-respected channel, where you're back above 40 bucks, right? 39.50, critical area. You stay above that long enough, you might have a rally to the next available resistance, which, you know, the major one's 47.87. Just think about it. If Bitcoin was to rally, you know, we know where support resistance is on this asset. That's where this could go to. Right, so you just do the math. Think about Bitcoin dumps to 61.50, then you're going down to 30 bucks. Right, Bitcoin goes to 7,800, you're probably going to 48 bucks. Right? Bullish divergence very clear on the MACD, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but no bullish divergence like you saw in Bitcoin. Like, you know, and this looks similar to Ethereum on the RSI on the daily. Okay. Get wrecked, Litecoin, major retrace. You know, if we look at it in log, we've used Fibonacci and log scale. I think, what is it? Is it 88% now? No, it's not even a 786. 78% retrace is 32.98 in log, but we know it's already retraced that much in linear scale. Beyond that, I think closer to an 88% retrace. Okay, so. XRP. You know, we had it last night where you can look at it a couple ways, right? Someone asked about, hey man, look what it did. It actually went down. That's not new. Okay, yeah, 1618. Oh, this is a log scale though. Interesting, which doesn't really make sense. Good, it's 1414 in linear. That's the way we've been looking at it. So I don't know why none of this saved. That's weird.
You livers mine Bitcoin Night Skywalk. And if it's not too much trouble, spin. Angelic face.
Bitcoin Night Skywalker? What? Hold on, let me make sure I got that right. And if it's not too much trouble, spin. Fake drink troll. Oh, I got it. I think it is actually the fake drink troll. Spin, man. I will get back to you on that fake drink troll, okay? I don't know yet. I don't know. But it's possible. Let's just see how things go, man. All right? Just trying to get through a few assets. Whoa, what's going on? Sorry. So you see the wedging action, whatever you want to say. I mean, it's like some form of downsloping price contraction. And now the divergence is beginning to look a little more mature on XRP. Remember? Fake drink troll? Where it was like, yesterday we had like our highest level of negative momentum. Now look at it, it's waning. So, okay. So impending price action reversal to the upside is what this is telling us. Not on the RSI, it's like Ethereum.
Stocks are not your silly shining light to me. Then remember what you said after leaving Hawks. Surround yourself with people that give a damn and uplift you.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Shaverman. Oh. Since we're... Yeah, man. I mean, you are who you surround yourself with. That is very true. I was talking to somebody about that today, man. So, yeah, be careful with who you are around, because they will influence you heavily. So hang out with winners if you're a winner. And if you're not a winner, hang out with winners, because you will eventually become a winner, probably. That will at least help you get there. Big people make other people feel big. Small people make other people feel small. And mediocre people, believe it or not, want everyone to stay the same. No, it's the crab in the bucket stuff, okay? So, yeah, man. That's John Maxwell stuff too, by the way. Always stays thirsty. Yeah, dude, coffee or beer or water or Gatorade. Okay, so since Mr. Schaffer just tipped me, he also sent me something from a different galaxy, I think. All right, so I'm gonna unbox this right now.
What the? MZ?
Mastech. Yeah, Mastech. I have a buddy who used, well, he was the guy that went crazy, but he used to work at Mastech. I remember when it crashed in the oil glut, but yeah, it's a different story now. Oh, that rounded out. Wow, I haven't looked at this in a long time, man. Interesting. Thank you, Jeffy Man, for the 20 effing 5. Yeah, we will certainly look at Mastech in a moment's time. Let me just unbox this. Why not, right? Sorry, I'm gonna mute my mic again. All right, so we have multiple gifts in here. It looks like it looks like two different gifts. There's a bow. There was a random bow just hanging out in there. It's an invisible bow from the, it's like a space ribbon, right? They give you space ribbons, dude. Look, oh my god, man, super trippy. Okay, with that, okay, that actually shows up a little bit, not really. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this first. Oh, let's go to full screen for this. But Jeffy, dude, thank you, man, and I will get to Mastech. It was just kind of bad timing right there. How do I receive a package in space? Oh no, what is this? Beard butter? Okay, so chat, I got some beard butter. Never heard of that in my life. Do you eat it? Does my beard eat the butter? Or do you like... Thank you, man. What is... Oh my god. Mr. Schaffer's daughter. Oh my god. Chat. You think Baby Yoda's cute? You want your heart to melt? I have art. Well, it's... Gosh dang, it's the green. I can't... You can see, that's the sun and Saturn. And all the Bitcoins in space, man. Gonna hang this up right over here. I'll take a picture of it when it gets hung. But I can actually, I can just post it right here real quick. Hold on. Just put it on my computer. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Thank you. Holy crap. Here we go. Look. Last one. No, it's not the last one. There's this and there's one more. All right. Sorry about the noise. Merry Christmas. What is this? Oh, I can't believe that, dude. Is Kevin Grub in here? Because he's gonna laugh. Look at this. Okay. South Carolina golf shirt, but the one that hurt.
We don't need that scum.
Nathan Free, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. This is the one that hurts the most, dude. Oh my god. A Clemson, disgusting orange golf shirt. Pog. Thank you for the South Carolina rivalry shirts. Oh, dude, come on. Thank you. Holy crap. Look at this, chat. A farmhouse collection. Summer sausage and cheddar blends and toasted crackers, strawberry bonbons, and sweet hot mustard. Let's go. Thank you, Miss Chatterman. Holy crap. So many pogs. All right, here's the last one. Let me see. Okay, ooh-ah. Thank you so much for the bottle of water. Thank you, dude. I can't. Thank you, dude. There are legal reasons what I'm saying. Okay, thank you, dude, so much for the bottle of water. It might be Gatorade or something. This is really nice, dude. Dang, man. Thanks for shouting, man. All right. If that's the case, you know what we have to do. I'm going to take this shot is for you. I'm going to shoot you from where I am in space, and it's going to hit in the next 20-30 minutes. Okay, so be on the lookout. Let's go. So, Wayne Batson, that's what I was talking about. If you can see kind of what was happening with it. Why it was just a little delayed because I had to slow it down, but it's all good. All right. Haven't looked at this in a while, man. Okay. MTZ. Thank you, dude. Very grateful. All right, wow, look at that diverging price action. Dang, man. But I mean, again, it's been a minute, so let's just start fresh. All right, nice uptrend, man. Go to weekly. Oil. No, that's not. This is the oil glut. My God, man. This is when my old friend got laid off after this. Seriously, like, not even kidding. Laid off. Many people did. Now look at it, right? You know, where is it? We can try a couple Fibonacci's. Bet we're above the... Alright. Well, we kind of like up thrusted through this major high to low. The oil glut high to the lowest point of the oil glut. 2-year period. You hit the golden mean ratio. Let's draw out this fib high to low. Multiple golden mean ratios. And you dumped, but now you bullishly engulfed this week. Big deal. So maybe an attempted rally is in store, right? X, A, B, and then we could see C, a lower high, double top, or higher high before another big wave down. Right? Seems very possible. Because, I mean, you think about it. What it is.
Chug the fire water.
Chug the fire water. Fake Brookolinos. Let's go. We got more. We got the fake drink troll. We got the fake Brookolinos. We got the fake water. Thank you for the water. Oh my God. Wow. Y'all are amazing. Freaking love y'all. You want to see, I mean, just a super sexual inverse head and shoulder. Look at the rounding action that just occurred, man, you know? Just looking in retrospect. Because, you know, when we look at these assets and they may not have a potential, like, trade setup or anything like that at the current time, we can still look back and become learned and just, we can identify things, the shift in momentum that eventually, you know, there was like 1 and 2 here. Right? And look what happened when you broke that 1 and 2. You were gone, right? It was clear it was resistance too, and nice breakout of it. And then you could just be like, okay, if it was some sort of rounding structure, I don't care, you call it anything you want, you know, almost like a cup with handle in a way, but we won't get crazy with that. Look, from that neckline, measured move. Look what you did. You know, you ran up, and this was like the 1618 golden mean ratio anyway, both of them, and you hit it, exceeded a little bit, and then you dumped. So always be looking for the low, the lower low, the lowest low. Then I'll start and look for the higher low after that. Then, you know, there is always, you know, in these situations, there will always be some sort of neckline. And if you break it, where you can go. All right. So it was just like impulse up, consolidation, and then continuation. And so, yes, continuation could keep going. I mean, look, we could probably plot a parallel channel and do 1 and 2 on the bottom, maybe. The 1 on the top. There you go, right? So it's like our channel, where there's a demand line up here and the supply line is clearly up here. supply line. There are sell orders here, and you reversed 1618. Look, think about the confluence involved, where we looked at the gold mean ratios with this upsloping resistance. All of it together made it reverse. But now, again, strong market, right? Witching, quadruple witching today. Most volume ever on the market. Probes, is that right? Yeah, quadruple witching. No, it was the highest volume trading day of 2019. Yeah. Miss Chaver, tell Layla I say thank you. Beautiful, beautiful art. I needed crypto art. I need more crypto art. Yeah, so if you don't know, I have like a new PL box now, and that's how this got to me. So in the description below, I have it. So if you want to send me, instead of tipping me, if you actually want to like send me a gift, you can now. You have that option. So just letting you know. Really cool though. My favorite was the space ribbon, the camo space ribbon. My fave. Okay, Jevy, does that help at all, man? Give us some context and understanding here. You know, you could have clearly called this, right? Instead of the rounding action, which I saw, like you see the momentum shift. It can be, you can say it's a Bulkowski pattern too. Look, it was a descending broadening wedge. Right? And so, like, the problem with that is, though, like, Bulkowski measures his moves on these patterns where the top of the pattern is the measured move, which is bullcrap. So looking at the way I did would have given you a more accurate measured move. And how ironic is it, Jeffy, that you saw how I did it, where we did the rounding action, whatever, and we measured the structure from the breakout. And look what happened after. I'm just seeing this now. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 on the top. Look where the measured move was. It was at the supply line of this channel, of this uptrend we're in. Wow. Maztec. Engineering, construction. Yep. Very cool. Excuse me. For sure, Jeffy, man. Well, I mean, if you're near the top of a channel, or, you know, these are like high risk areas. These are like where there's more a higher likelihood that a reversal to the downside. And so you would say, like, if you're in an uptrend, the lower risk areas for longs are like, you know, at the bottom where the demand line is. And high risk, of course, is when you hit that supply line up there. Yeah, I got the one Van Gogh, but I'm still waiting on the other. It's still saying it's in pre-shipment, which is weird. I don't understand it.
Wow. Never thought there would be a fake Brooklyners. What a compliment. Thanks for the great time on last night's stream with the fam and the Happy Galaxy dog, who by the way also does TA. We so appreciate you. Sending a Happy Galaxy cat hat. Just kidding.
Happy Galaxy cat hat? Oh my god, dude. That would be wild. I could be Cat Dog. I'd be the first live streamer to ever be Cat Dog. More history. Brooklynos. That was a fake. Was that a real fake Brooklynos? I don't believe you. I mean, I do, but I'm just seeing for myself. Oh, wow. It's funny, dude. We have multiple fakes. I guess it was the fake Brooklynos, yeah. So cheers, Jeffy. Alright, let's, what else has moved in the crypto market, you know? I mean, you have Link that's up 6%. Which is like, 6% is like nothing. But hey, look, you know, we hit the pattern completion zone. The 1272 Viv extension with a 786, right? I know there's wicks below it, but where are the traders settling up? They're settling up at the 1272, and now we're beginning to reverse a little bit. And guess what? There's bullish divert. Hello? Anyone? You're getting bullish divergence at a PCZ. And we're talking not just one oscillator, but two. This one's a little bit more like Bitcoin. Not as clear, not as strong, it's not as high, but they're there. So You're bullishly engulfing on the daily at a confluence area, pattern completion zone, price reversal zone with divergence on both oscillators. And you are in a nice uptrend, I guess, right? I mean, you've retraced 78% of the way from that peak in late October. So this could be where Link runs up to make common retraces. I'm not saying it's going to all-time highs or higher highs than this high. I'm just saying you would just Fibonacci from this high point to low point to get some targets, and you'd be like, okay. And this is not in log scale right now for Fibonacci. So like, look, a target 250, secondary target 270. Boom, there are your targets for this if it's to play out. 250, 270, Kangs. Guess what though? I'll tell you, you probably need some help on Bitcoin. You do. Brooklyn knows, well, I can't dox, right? I can't. That's like a big no-no. Never dox someone who tips. Well, hey, Brendan, man, you're surprised my water made it to me? Only you get it, man. The struggles of the water, the fire water connects. It's not even fire water, man. Layla said she made this picture with lots of love. Well, the love is right back at y'all. Remember, I had to shot y'all with the love gun. Though not that one, not the Kiss song. We're talking about the wholesomeness love gun. All right. She's typing now. Link is the only S coin you're holding, Aaron Z. Well, if you're a trader, this might be a low risk entry for a long on just for common retraces between 230 and 270. Right? You get it, man. It's not like we've been talking. Hey, did we say that the entry or like the PCZ was at this critical support? Nope. We knew what was at. You started rallying and everyone was getting euphoric on live chat when it was. I'm like, okay, great, dude. You're gonna make a lower high. We want that. And then you had built a little positive momentum, and then you dumped to a lower low again with inexistent negative momentum, almost inexistent. Well, especially compared to the previous negative histogram island we had developed. Okay. When do we start drinking? Later today? I don't know, man. It just depends how the stream continues. How it goes, man. Yesterday took a lot of energy out of me. I'm trying to get Zarzar to get hot girls to take us out tonight, but could have just been a Hail Mary, man. Just trying. TA Holy Water. There you go, Seth, man. Okay, so do we really want to look? Yeah, we didn't look at VeChain, I don't think, on stream yet. We can. VeChain doing things. 7.78% up on the day. So yeah, you made like bearish convergence and you pivoted pretty much. Your candles closed right where that wick was from November 22nd. And so you're rallying and you're bullishly engulfing again, right? So 2 days ago you engulfed, and now we're getting, it looks like, a little fall through price action off that engulfing candle. So, there was nothing to say that there was impending price action reversal to the upside. So whatever, we don't like messing around things like that randomly pump. We wait for opportunity, and we think as the opportunity is down here at like 36% of a penny, right? You're talking about X, A, B, C, D stuff. And I don't really know if this wave is done yet. You run up, make a lower high, and just dump again. Probably has to do with Bitcoin. Welcome to the crypto market where it's like that. X did get wrecked. Yeah, we talked about it a little earlier, man. Destroyed and lowered their dividend and laid off a bunch of workers. So that's gonna have an effect on the price, at least in the short term. So, but I'm not looking at it in the short term. I'm looking at it in the long term. Much like John, 6 months plus holding. And it's just because of the value area it's at. 88%, 90% retrace. Beaten down. Still always eventually recovers. Like, it always has another huge impulse up or down, right? But we just had the huge impulse down, so I'm talking over the course of the past few years. So I think the wave might be over with all that weekly divergence, daily divergence, everything, man. The wedge, harmonic, all in fun question. Not ask. Oh, my bad, dude. Sorry, Brooklynos. I don't know, right? It's hard to... Inflection, she has plans tonight, Brandon. Rip. Rip. I guess we do too. Sucks though about Parker having the flu, man. Trying to see the Gartley. Where, Aaron? Watch the videos today. Do you need help? I mean, like, I can go into a little bit of Gartley-esque stuff, right? What's so important about the Gartley, the signature of the Gartley is the lower high on that right side and the 61.8% retrace. So this is almost invalid because of, so look, it's like a 61, you see the candle close, see you're right in that area. So it's a little too deep. You normally want it to be perfect, 618, right, like that. And then you can't go any higher than 88.6% here. We're going up to the wicks 98%. So it's almost just like you can't even say it's a harmonic. But just because it's not a valid Gartley doesn't mean XABCD isn't going to play out, right? And it doesn't mean that a 78% retrace on the way down isn't a value area, an 88% retrace isn't a value. It certainly is. And these two deep retraces are confluent with critical support looking left, man. Look at this, man. It's like 786, you look left, it looks like a little bit lower in between the 786 and the 886. There's really strong support down here. So if you were looking to take a long, you'd be waiting. You wouldn't be going long here. I mean, unless you're looking at, less significant time scales for divergence and stuff. Look, you did it. You had like triple MACD bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And that is the impending price action reversal. You got it. But the issue with the 4 hour divergence is it'll take you up. And that is a lot of times how on the daily we lose all our negative momentum and then we start getting into positive momentum territory. You run up, you make a lower high, and then you dump once more. And then when you dump again, that is when the negative momentum builds on the daily. And that is when you eventually see bullish divergence at these pattern completion zones. Does that make sense? Plans crack open, PBR. What's up, Pabs, man? Pabs and Probes in the same chat. I don't know. I know Probes was here. Well, he said he was. I haven't seen him in the chat. What's going on with the music? Do not catch that on that. Nvidia? Yeah, we can look at Nvidia. Hey, man. Love me some Nvidia. What's like the P&L on it since holding? Since like taking the long months ago, many months ago. It's just been like no reason. And now it's like, I don't even know. Like, it gapped up today. Probably fill the gap next week or something. But I'm talking, there's a gap right here. You just gapped up. But you filled the gap from back in October 2018. This is certainly 52-week highs. $49.42% since going long on this again. Oh my god. It's beautiful, dude. This market is insane. So great. Look at the divergence. Meh. Look, I think the divergence played out, dude. Look, you can even see this low to this high to this higher high, almost inexistent positive Momo, and then you reversed. But the market's so overwhelmingly bullish, you then recovered, and now you've just reset everything and you're going again. It's just like, you're just extremely overbought. So that'd probably be the only reason you pull back now. You're at 78. Last time we were at 78 on the RSI was January 2018. And look, that was when we were just going, man, non-stop, beautiful. And that's when we started beginning to form that huge rising wedge that was the crescendo, that was the beginning of the blow off top once it occurred and dumped, and then inverse head and shoulder stuff, break to the upside, fill the gap, then sold off, higher low accumulation, more people own this asset than before, and then we rallied again, lower high, sold off, but then another higher low, and when this higher low pivoted to run to the upside, what happened? The angle of ascent steepened, and what that means psychologically is more demand. And then what happened once more? The demand increased and the angle of ascent steepened once more. And now here we are. And look, you could just extend this out. Here's your new demand line, where if this thing is to sell off eventually, we could see 219 before it was to run again, maybe. Okay? Does that make sense? You're legging up, acceleration of demand and buying pressure. That'd be a good clip right there, man. What accumulation means on a chart, the psychology behind it. Boom. We could post that for patrons, man, right there. Probes in attendance. What's up? 58, man. Fake space ribbon? Oh no, it was super fake. No, super space. Sorry. I'm not used to it being so loud, everything being so loud in my headset, dude. Blue Moon is weak. Blue Moon is one of the fattiest beers that exist on the planet, if you didn't know. Like it, let's see. Top 10 fattening beers. Why do I say fattiest? I don't. Oh, beautiful picture of a gut. Okay, that's not how. What? Why would this even exist? Oh, I'm not doing clickbait. Sorry. It's like, yeah, you have to click 10 different times for the ad revenue for them to see it. Highest calorie beers. What? Well, I guess, all right, so here it is. I thought that I knew that Blue Moon was nuts. Adrian A, man, thanks for the threes. Thank you. Very cool. Keep it lit. So Samuel Adams, it seems, is 180 calories. The Boston Lager. Guinness Extra Stouts, 176 calories. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, 176. And then it goes like go on. You know, it's like Pete's Wicked Ale. I don't know what that is. Anheuser-Busch Ice Pale Lager, Harpoon IPA, Heineken, Long Trail, Killian's Irish Red, and then Molson Ice. All these are above 160 calories. Okay. But I thought like Blue Moon was a wives' tale or something. What is it that gave me that? I don't know. I don't know why. Look, I think someone told me that one time. I guess I was wrong. I don't know. What is the calories in it? What are the calories? $170 calories. So it's right there. It's like one of the. Oh, 168. Dude, like Blue Moon wasn't on that list. Hello? It's still insane. It's not 186, but it's 168, which is extremely high. Okay, so yes. Remember, like, if you're talking, remember, if the trend is bullish, if the macro is bullish and the sector, right, is bullish, which is semiconductors and tech, then trying to trade a bearish pattern and a bullish trend, overwhelmingly bullish trend, is folly. It can be. You can get wrecked, or you have a higher chance of failing, of your trade failing. Remember, you're looking for bearish patterns and bearish trends, bullish patterns and bullish trends, okay? Bullish patterns have a higher, have higher reliability.
Founder CBS is the Imperial Stout of the Gods.
Founder CBS? Oh, stout? Goodness gracious, man. Oh, gnarly rush, man. I'm not a stout guy. You have to look. So I think your beer journey is in a way like the journey of life, where you make choices and you acquire taste for one or not. Like some people like sours. I don't know how you can like a sour. Sours are literally beers turning and going bad. right? So you'd have to, like, the way it started for me was like, I would always drink water beer in college. Never really cared about what beer I drank or what it tasted like, really. But then, like, you know, got into my career job and was going to bars and, you know, just talking to the bartender, getting information and stuff like that. And I would have a pale ale, and the pale ale was the gateway drug into the IPA, which was then into the double IPA. So, but I could have just as easily sat there and started drinking sours over and over and over, and I'd acquired a taste for sours and would have liked sours and not really IPAs, right? It's what you acquire your taste for. Dixon Cider, Bartholomew. Dixon Connect. Hold on. Oh my god. I mean, you want to look at KMD? Why? You want to look at a pretty much dead asset that looks like everything else? Dude, I mean, I guess I'm just going to be looking at the same thing. Right? It's just like everything. It looks like Dash. It looks like Zcash, you know? Doesn't say, oh, we're double bottoming, man. Holy crap, we're double bottoming on the weekly. And it's like, you don't even have divergence, right? It's like you have lower levels of relative strength. And even then, you busted the upside, made a high to low common retrace. Low common retrace, and then you just bearishly look at the weekly bearish engulfing candle, and now you're dumping. It doesn't look strong, man. It doesn't really look that strong. Maybe in the short term, you're looking at a double bottom too, but you know what you could wait for? Wait for a lower low, or try to wait for a lower low on the weekly, and so then you could develop what, you know, the bullish divergence that we so covet as swing traders, right? Look for that before saying, hey man, there's an argument for why this might reverse to the upside, because we're seeing that, we just don't have it yet. So we need more time to go by. And I don't know, man, looking at KMD to the US dollar on anything with a daily and the weekly, good luck, dude. Good luck. Oh my god, what's happening? Yes, Sergio, we look at X Connect. Yes, Rect Connect. You mean huge jump, right? Huge jump, fundamental. There was a catalyst behind it. Okay, it closed a little bit up. It's in the week. It was down like over 11% earlier, but very weak, right? Still well above the entry, but hey, you can't say, Sergio, right? There wasn't bearish. We actually even talked about it could come back down to make an 88%, 100% retrace to double bottom or something, right? That was definitely thought, but you know, it just happens that news-driven catalyst appeared and very high volume on, a lot of selling, and so definitely more room to run. If market participants want to push this down on the daily, you're 35, so you're in bearish territory and you're not oversold yet. Negative momentum has just built, of course, and it can continue to build. So, I mean, but you just have to keep your eye on the prize and understand why we took it long in the first place. And that is because of the huge Cipher and the weekly bullish divergence. And we got a huge run, but could never break above, 1350 resistance back from 2001 and 2000. And that is just when the bad news came out. So, yep, I see it, man, but what are you going to do? Position trade. This is the weekly time scale. So you understand, if it was to ever make common retraces, it could take us a year to get there, maybe even longer. Yep, and there you go. Wasn't that also discussed? The inverse head and shoulders, too? Yeah. Oh, you could end up painting an inverse head and shoulders. Look, 1189 was the left shoulder, head, right shoulders. Yeah. Right, just think about it like this. You know, the wedge played out, man. It high to low, it hit a 61%, 78% retrace, right? High to low of the pattern, and then dumped. Okay, so yeah, someone's talking like this. So you have, all right, I don't know, it's, yeah, there it is. Wow, that would have been good. Well, let's just go ahead. You could plot this as a channel, dude, right? But yeah, the idea. Look at that supply line. You hit it and then rejected it. Right? It's like this kind of stuff. Very possible. Beautiful, would be beautiful. Right? Making a higher low here is extremely important. Okay, if you make the higher low, the major pivot point higher low on the daily and the weekly, then the asset in the market is telling us, hey man, accumulation, more people own the asset than before. That is momentum shifting. That is a symptom, or that is a side effect. That's like what you see on the chart when momentum shifts, higher lows. BKRS? Oh, I know. I have BKR. What are you talking about, Miss Shaverman? You talking about Baker, right? The energy company? Or you mean you go for ROC? ROC. You want some silver? Okay, we can look at some silver. XAG. And then Miss Shaver, once I figure out what you're saying, we can go to yours. Okay, so this is Silver Connect, man. Guess what it did today? It did have a down-sloping resistance breakout. It also was showing bullish divergence. Added more to my silver position yesterday. Dollar cost averaging on gold and silver right now is a great thing one can do. And it was a wedge too. People can argue. I was just looking at a channel like 1 and 2 and 3. Keep it simple. Okay, great. You can call it a wedge, channel, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a huge impulse, and this is your consolidation after the impulse. Think about Bitcoin. Had its huge impulse and was correcting, and is still correcting. But eventually, you would think that the consolidation will manifest into at least a common retrace from the 52-week highs to wherever our lowest point is in this correction on Bitcoin. So yeah, breakout, but sorry man, 1736 is extremely critical. Right, that is a major overhead resistance. We're talking back from October 2017, November 2017, January 2018, April 2018, my God, June 2018. You get it? Very important. So breaking that could be very good. We could see much higher prices. Right, I mean, just above you, 1775, right, is like, it's kind of like a zone of major resistance, and then after that, 1824, 1847, you get every one of them can play a role as a critical overhead resistance where we could fail to break it, okay? But you got to like the low, the slightly lower low with higher levels of relative strength. We'll see what this manifests into. Bottom of the channel is around 1665. DCA, precious metals, the Momo shifted. It's been shifting for years. Central banks, $155 billion worth of gold acquired in a 6-year period, the previous 6-year period. They're not just doing it for fun, chat. They know what's coming, man. Okay, I mean, think about it. Gold and silver. And then you've got the Fed injecting 800, by the time January 14th of 2020 rolls around, in like a 5 to 6 month period, the Fed will have injected $800 billion into the repo market. That is why owning gold and silver is extremely important, because you see what powers that be are doing. That's not good, really, for the money you have, your US dollars. So owning gold and silver can offset a lot of that in time. But again, just based on, that's fundamental. We're talking about the technicals, dudes, where the technicals were as a weekly. Remember the weekly, dudes? The double bottom weekly and the Momo shift breakout log scale. We broke out, man. accumulation, higher, and guess what, dudes? This was a higher low than this. There was accumulation on the double bottom. And there you go, man. Of course, $21 is the neckline of this potential pattern that's not valid yet until you break it, and then a measure move could put you up here at 28 bucks. Crazy to think about, right? Beautiful. Silver. You're too dunk, Korax. I'm sorry about your dunking problem. Beautiful day for traditionals. Yep, except for X. What's up, Chris? It's not Chris K. Okay, Rock. R-O-K. What is that from? R-O-K? R-O-C-K. Oh, that's from, Billy Madison. Remember? I had to rig that spelling bee for you. Rock. Yeah, R-O-K. No, R-O-C-K. Sorry. Crazy. Yeah, Rockwell, man. We'll see here. I gotta get a weekly on this one too. Looks like it. Take it home, Dad, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Fake it home, Dad, man. Thanks for the $25.12 worth of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency contribution. Thank you, dude. Don't know what I'm gonna do to make that more Star Wars-esque, you know. Thank you, man. Much love. Can't wait to see you and Dream Troll go at it, alright? So it's crazy, man, about this one. You know how it had the Cipher, and then it would have been the it would have then been the shark at the 113%, but just too strong. You're talking about a bullish trend, I guess, right? The macro is so overwhelming. It does seem like we broke something. Let me show you. Downsloping resistance, right? You just, oh, it's like a... Right? You see that? Look what happened when you broke it, man. So this is the weekly. And it was like left shoulder, head, right shoulder stuff, neckline. You broke the neckline, you were gone. But yeah, man, make this only visible on the weekly. Oh my god, dude! I knew it was gonna do that crap. Ugh. Jeez, man. Yeah, it's gapped. It's earnings, man. Like it. Look at inverse head and shoulders on the daily, man. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But it was also XABCD Cipher. So what are you gonna do? And I get it. You're in a correction, but if you're in an overall bull trend, and you have like, look, it's like a double bottom, and on the second bottom, you had an inverse head and it's like a combination. I don't know what you would call it. It'd be like a wombo combo, man. Double bottom into an inverse head and shoulders. Chop. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then you broke it. And of course, you hit a measured move and then gapped up on earnings, and we're near all-time highs, right up around 209. Rock. So that's a high-risk area. You know, if you gapped up like that, and you're overbought, and you're starting to show a little bearish divergence. Look, you got look, you're making higher highs than the previous high, with no positive momentum yet. So if you break 209, you know how we could fib, right? We could use Fibonacci, go high to the low, and then we would get the major targets: 227, 237, 250 is the golden mean ratio way up there. But you know, this could be a breakaway gap. Could very well be. So look, divergence connect. Pending price action reversal. Boom, you got it.
Ritsuda's not aware. He's a baseball player. O'Doyle family is gonna be the probes family. Except for the banana peel and a baker's doesn't have kids.
Rarudo? I think it's Rarudo. Oh, was that, hold on. When I go to that screen, I get so like, that's why I need a fourth monitor so bad in here. Baruto's not a word. He's a baseball player. A Doyle family gonna be the Probst family. No, you can't be. You don't have any redheads. But Probst, y'all can adopt me, and I'll be your ticket into being O'Doyle Connects. All right. Except for the banana peel and the baker's dozen of kids. Baker's dozens of gingers. Probst, man. Thank you for the 2358. Oh my God. Wow. Dude, it's like if we were spinning, I'd be screwed. It'd been like, I think it'd have been like 5 spins at this point if I was doing that right now. If I accepted that, it's just like tough, man, because the last night was so freaking lit. Wow. Hold on. My gift package should arrive on the 23rd. Let's go, King Logan. Let's go. Excited, man. Sergio, yeah, man. DCA, right? Steel, gold, silver, maybe, right? I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying one could do that, right? And it would make sense fundamentally. Does this mean anything significant? The XRP daily MACD histogram has been in a giant triangle since all time. Nah, dude, I wouldn't. Yeah, just waning negative MMO. See what you're talking about. I mean, I'm probably not. Not. You know what I love, dude, so much. I forgot about this one. Remember this chat? I don't know why the measure move didn't save here, but wow. Remember the diamond? Did we hit the measure move? No, not yet. No, measure move. 100% measured move was like 16.347%. Think about it. You'd lose 40% of your value, and you almost made it, right? So you would already, like, since you broke out of this consolidation pattern, it could have been a reversal, could have very well been a reversal, but ended up being a bearish continuation pattern, the diamond neutral. You ended up losing probably 35% of your overall value. Get wrecked, XRP. Wow, man. Sorry. But what were you talking about? What was the question? A breathalyzer? No, man, that'd probably be bad, dude. I don't know if I want people to know, because it's just like, that guy he almost died. Let's see. I have to pull my chat back up. What was it? Daily MACD histogram. Giant triangle. I see no consistency. What are you talking about? It's been in a triangle. I wouldn't worry about that, man. You know, a lot of times that happens because when you get great FOMO type pumps, you get I mean, at that time, there's tons of market participants. Remember back when we had $800 billion collective market cap in crypto?
Bounty hunters. We don't need that scum.
Hey, Christina Diaz, thanks for the sub. Welcome. You know, like just lots of volume and lots of upward movement, and the histograms are very sensitive to price action and time. Like, you know, so it's like if you go up a lot in a short period of time, then the histogram wick's gonna look crazy. And so, like, when all those market participants leave and we don't get any kind of moves like that anymore, then you're gonna have lower levels, right? You're gonna have lower spikes than you did before. And so it's like, it's the inverse on the stock market. The stock market's like, you're constantly always making, since, you know, the inception of these assets, like that have been around 20, 30, 40 years, you're getting higher levels of positive momentum because there's more market participants constantly, more and more money going into the stock market versus crypto, which is the opposite right now. The money like flooded out, and we've just been sitting around this 150 to 200 billion dollar market cap, you know, kind of like the average for the past couple of years. Okay, once it all, you know, started normalizing a little bit. Whew. Let's look at gold real quick. Since we were looking at silver and steel, why not, you know, pull a hat trick, go for the third. Sorry. So this one hasn't broken out yet. Not really, hold on. Yep, no breakout yet of the consolidation we've been in, but you're starting to form accumulation. You can see that. But the issue, what might be happening, if you're in a downtrend and were to correct to much lower prices, we could be flagging, setting up for lower prices, right? So again, this is why dollar cost averaging in an uptrend is the smart thing. It's like, because if there's too much overwhelming demand on gold right now, and you're like, I'm just gonna wait for a lower price because I know there's more value. But again, if there's overwhelming demand, a 38% retrace to the big players, composite operator, I mean, that's good enough for them. They can push this thing higher again. So, but yeah, it is. And so instead of going all in at the 618, why not take small percentage amounts and keep buying weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, right? And so, yeah, 618 golden retrace 1376, the neckline of the huge slanted inverse complex head and shoulders pattern, right? The back test down here 1350, but you may never get there, okay? People aren't stupid. People know, like, big money knows what is happening, you know, with the Federal Reserve pumping in $800 billion into the market in a 5-6 month period. That's crazy. Tip 50 for the breathalyzer. Oh my god, man. No, we could make it cool. I think there's a way to implement a breathalyzer and actually have it like look good on the stream, where it would always be up, like it could be like right there or something. It would say BAC, whatever it is, you know. You can also do heart rates too. So like if the market's pumping or something, I could get a heart rate monitor hooked up to my finger or my like wrist or something, and it would like whatever. Yeah, Mr. Shaffer, man. I don't really look at the 3-day chart. I know other people do. Well, not really. I know one person that does, and that's why other people ask about it. But well, think about it. It's a bullish engulfing candle. So you have a 1-day bullish engulfing candle that is now manifested into a 3-day bullish engulfing candle. And also, if you're looking at that chart, that 3-day, you're also showing, it looks to me like some real Class A bullish divergence, and we're talking from the low of October to this new low, or you know, that's actually pretty good. And that's just for the sake of, you know, answering your question. 3-day does look pretty freaking good, man. Actually looks a little better than so the daily was showing bullish divergence in the short term, and now we're showing more significant bullish divergence on that 3-day time scale, whatever. So I'm just talking about this real quick, right? So down here, it's like a low rally, dumped it to a slightly lower low, and now we have much lower levels of negative Momo. So it's like Class A bullish divergence kind of going on with a bullish engulfing candle that just closed at a critical support area. Yeah, man, looks good. It looks like this adds, I guess you could say, would add the argument that we've been presenting, where we could see a relief rally for a common retrace before making a major lower high and then selling off again if it's to happen, okay? A pump and chart rate monitor, exactly, King Logan. Holy crap, man. It's been a good stream so far. We covered a lot. I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. It's so weird how that works, dude. You know what would happen if I was to eat the Vegemite and I accidentally didn't look at what bottle I was using? I used the beard butter, or the beard, yeah, beard butter instead of the Vegemite. How nasty would that be? I probably wouldn't be able to taste the difference. I'd be like, oh, so this is what Vegemite tastes like now, or what it is. It is what it's. You know, got any plans tonight, man? You know, going out on the town, painting the town red, your respective town, wherever you are. How do we get the joke box? There is no joke box, right? We said some dad jokes a couple nights ago, though. Whoa, trunk connect out of the jar. I gotta set up I gotta get a multifunction set up for this one so it's better. Oh, I can make it happen too. Oh yeah, I'm starting to master Stream Deck a little more. I'm getting pretty complex with things. Vegemite on my beard, Korax, gross. So gross. Maybe Brooklina's. Alright, so we'll just do this for Layla since she's out there watching, and this is giving a big thanks for my new crypto art that I don't know, man, it looks pretty good. Like, I don't know if I would hang it on my wall or just have it like that, since you gave me a frame that actually, it looks good, man. Right there. All right, here we go. The joke box cap up. Trade from Fish just bought 1,000 Bitcoin. Chris Richard, fake news, unless you give a source on that. Trey Anastasio, I don't think that's true, man. If it was, it'd be crazy. Pete, can I? I could, but why would I want to do that? Any kind of price, prediction that far out is just like, nah. I don't know, man. I like having an actual argument, a real argument with the here and now TA, not the whatever, the other type of theoretical TA. What's up, Warren Buffett's? Yeah, Enrique Iglesias, man. Oh yeah. I remember dancing with a girl at my 7th, 8th grade gala to that song. Deep feels back in the day, man. The springtime of life. Now I feel like I'm in the summer of my life. Early summer. Is that UFYX asking for a May YOLO price? Nah, dude, YOLO, the best ticker probes. Do you know, dude? You freaking know. Is Julia in here? Oh yeah, she's here. Julia, so like, what is it? What do we have to do? What needs to happen for the Vegemite to be 8? What needs to be done? Jabba's liar? What is Jabba's liar? That voice in the background? What are you talking about, Emir? The voice that was playing the song is my voice. What are you talking about? Fake news, it's true? Okay. There's absolutely no information on the internet of it. Sorry. So, fake news. Until I see a real source. Get wrecked, dude. The there and then from the past disco checks, great way to learn things, right? We just did it and whatever. One of the assets we looked at. Marmite is better than Vegemite? Yeah, but Thermite's better than both of them. I put Thermite on everything. Okay. No more than your fingernail. How do you spread that, though? Across an entire piece of bread? I don't know, man. I'm like fatigued, dude, from yesterday. I'm still like trying to like, you know, catch myself. What's that? Okay, we haven't even gone to hyperdrive once this stream, so. That's right, Thermite on all things. Instructions. Plenty of butter. Okay. Okay, that's the Vegemite. I don't know, Julia. We need to wait for a pump stream to do this. Okay. Not a meh Friday night stream, right? Or Friday day. Sorry, fake news. Your friends told you can't trust them. Yeah, dude. If someone tells you something that sounds crazy, just Google it. Alright, Aaron Z, good luck, dude. Good luck. I don't know, man. We can, I can call it and I can come back maybe tonight or tomorrow. Well, actually, no. I'm actually not going to be here tomorrow. I have family stuff going, Christmas things. So I will definitely be late to the stream tomorrow, and I might not even do a day stream. I might just do a night stream, okay? It's just because I'm going to be gone. I got things going on. So just want to let you all know before I forget. I don't know, man. There was what I think there's some definite inverse head and shouldering, and there's some definite rounding action. PayPal looks like it's, yeah, it looks like it can rally hardcore. Dude, look at this, man. This is exactly what happens when momentum shifts. Oh my god, fake bitch, man. What?
Bro, I'm so thirsty.
What? There we go. Bruh, I'm so thirsty. Fake Mitch? Oh yeah, it is the fake Mitch. What's up, fake Mitch? The fake Brookalinos, the fake everyone's. Thank you. Let me just show you what I got. Thank you, dudes. But you're so thirsty. Yeah, man. You keep it up. I might have to hair the dog. I don't know, man. PayPal, let's This is PayPal, man, right? It had a beautiful run, then it retraced 50% of the way, made its lowest low after the lower lows. Right now it's making higher lows. The momentum shifting. You were rounding out in some capacity, and you're right around to some, you know, you got some overhead resistance right here around 108 to 110. You haven't broken, and you're saying, what about the triple MACD? What? Divergence on PayPal? I mean, it's very tough to say. MACD, if you're asking about it, I don't know, man. This is so bullish. And, like, you're cherry picking here, right? It's like a high, and what about this high? This was smaller. It was like bearish divergence here. And now it's almost like, yeah, I guess you could say that, but dude, you're not overbought yet. You're not showing any kind of bearish divergence in the RSI. The RSI looks good and strong right now. So this could be poised for another run to the upside. 121. If the macro holds up, PayPal, extremely profitable company, in these conditions, going to get rewarded, and you will probably test all-time highs soon at some point. This looks actually pretty good. So make of that what you will. The main 111, right? You break that. I mean, there's like a couple minor ones here, but this is the big one. Okay, and then there's a gap fill all the way up at all-time highs. We're talking, this is it right here, dude. 121 is where you get, like the next day, you gap down on earnings right here. Close the day at 115. So you need to fill this gap. You will probably in time, assuming the macro stays strong. Fake drink trolls, yeah, dude. When I'm gone with family tomorrow is when Bitcoin's gonna pop off. Yeah, probably. Well, at least you were warned with the dragon, right? The dragon and the divergence, the daily divergence, and it seems like we have more major 3-day bullish divergence. So they bought out GoPay today. Nice, young love. Acquisition, hype. Did you post it in charting only or general chat or something? Joe, do the consecutive higher lows and lower highs. I wouldn't worry about that stuff, man. Like the contraction of the histogram, you know, just look. You got to look here, man. You got to be like from one clear pivot to the next, what it's doing. It's kind of diverging there, but it's still lots of positive momentum and not overbought. So, and the trend's super bullish. Extremely bullish, man. This is like, think about Activision Blizzard. Think about EA. Remember what happened to them before they had a blow off top? Look at this. A rising wedge. That is correct. Rising wedge. A rising wedge. And you had, look here, listen, bearish divergence on the MACD, and it happened. But now what's occurred? You've made a common retrace, and now you're rallying. You're rounding out, momentum shifting, and it might be time to run again. Yeah, rad, it's up again. I mean, at this point, what do you want to do, man? It's up another 20% on the day, 18%. You gotta look here, and listen. Yes. Vegemite. Thick, dark brown Australian food spread made with leftover brewery yeast extract, various vegetable and spice additives, developed by Caldwell, Melbourne, Victoria. Is it Cyril? 1922 Connect. Been around longer. I guess after World War I, they were like, let's make Vegemite. All right, man. Well, I guess I'm gonna skedaddle, get out of here. When Bitcoin price action comes back, man, there will be more interest in this live coverage. Yep, but that's it, man. You'd think with the 3-day and the daily, the divergence on both, it might be time for just a major retrace to the upside to make a lower high eventually than this high, and then we just sell off again. It's not that weird. It's not out of the realm possibility. It seems more likely that would occur. Okay, so you were updated. We have been across the markets. It's been fun, chat. A lot of fun. Why is this down now? What the? Sorry. Yep, sure thing. Acquire acquired taste, Juliet. Yep, I've probably acquired a taste for it. All right, chat. Thanks so much for the likes, the love, the support, the contributions today. It means everything. Y'all are amazing. And I'm very blessed to be just in a position to where I'm able to do what I love every day and get to hang out with all the people I love. So, which is y'all. So I will just be back sometime in the future. Keep your eye on the divergence. Stay above 6,800. You got to, man. Stay above it and you'll be fine. So, I don't know, we can't end on this song. It's so bad. All right. Till next time. Respect the TA.